Hello, welcome back to Academy for Tech. Today we'll be discussing about Python for loop. So Python for loop is one of the important component in a Python flow control. As you know that loops are giving to iterate multiple times. So for this particular for loop, we can have a look at the flowchart. So we have a sequence and we'll be trying to check the sequence multiple number of times until it exceeds the sequence value. Once that sequence is true, which means that last item reached it will be exceeding the loop, or it will be continuing with the loop. So once the sequence is being checked and it will go for the body. So body may consist of a print statement or any other body statement. Program will continuously flow unless the last item reaches. So here we can have a syntax here. So in syntax we have to mention for. We can have any values. So in a sequence, so sequence will be maybe list, tuple, string, whatever it is. And we have a body and will be continuously looping unless the last sequence is reached. So let's have a look at the program. So in this program we have a list called numbers, and we are trying to add the elements of numbers and trying to take a printout. So we have the list called number, and we have a sum. We have initialized as 0, and then we have a for loop. In the for loop we have initialized value in numbers, which means that it will be taking individual elements from the list. So the sum will be sum plus value, it will be like 0 plus first element, and then again the value will be incremented by 1. It is default. And then again we'll be checking the next element, so we'll be adding sum plus 6 plus 5. So it continues until it exceeds the elements. So let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this loop will run at 9 rounds and adding the numbers to the sum. Let's take the output for the program. So once the program is executed, we got the sum is 48. Which explain that the individual elements of the list is being added to the variable called sum. So moving forward with the range function, so we can generate a sequence of number using range function. Answering the example 1, so we gain range of 10. Range of 10 means it will be providing 0 to 9. So we have 0 to 9 numbers be printed. So to force print the range, we use list of range. So it will be printing the entire element. So another important factor is that the range will not be using any memory allocation. It will be executed once we are calling the range. As I told you earlier, we have a range, we have a start. So starting can be 0, 1, whatever it is. And we have a stop, the maximum limit. And then will be step size. What is the step size you need? So we will take the example 3. So we have starting is 2. And the step size is 3, so it will be coming from 2 and next will be the 5. So it will be continue until the maximum limit reaches. So we'll have a look at the program and see what is out. So in this program I am explaining a range function with the help of 2 examples. For the first example we have 3 different statements. For the first statement I am just calling 10. You can see that I am not defining a starting and step parameter. So I'm just printing range of 10. So defaultly the starting position will be 0 and the step will be 1. So why I'm using the list is I'm trying to force printing the range. So if I'm not using the list, it won't be printing the entire elements. So for the second, I'm using starting position as 2 and the ending position as 8. And the defaultly the step will be 1. For the third statement, I'm using starting position 0 and the step will be 5. For the second example, we have in this list we have 3 different elements. I'm trying to print 3 different elements, and I'm using a for loop, and in the for loop I'm calling the length of this particular list using a function called len. So I can use this, and the for loop will be iterating up to the length of the list. So it will be printing individual element. So it will be like I like pop, I like rock, or I like jazz. Let's take a printout. From this, it is clear that printing 0 to 9 for the case 1, and for the second, as we have step of 2, is printing 2 to 7, and the maximum limit is 8. And for the third statement, is printing 0 to 15. So you can also note that for this, for the third statement, we have 0 as starting point, and step is 5, and maximum is 20. We'll see the example 2. We have used a for loop, and we are trying to print different elements of the list. So moving forward with the for loop with else statement. So we can have a for loop with an else statement. We can execute the for loop. Once a condition becomes false, the else statement will be continued. For example, let's say we have a value and a sequence can be a string. We'll be continue evaluating the sequence once the maximum limit reach it or the end statement reach it. We'll be going to else statement and printing the body for the else statement. So let's have a look at the program. So in this program, I'm also explaining for and else statement. So here I'm running through the list. So I'll be printing 0, 1 and 5. So using print statement, and finally we'll be printing no items left. So here you can see that once the for loop exhausts, it'll be going to the else statement. So let's have a printout as explained. So it'll be printing 0, 1 and 5, and finally once the for loop exhausts, it'll be printing the else statement. I hope you have a better understanding about for loop in Python. So I will see you for the next section. Have a great day ahead.